It is the courtroom that shamed the world. For decades, the Rwanda tribunal listened to how a country went about massacring its own people.
This is a landmark case. This is one of the most important cases to come before mankind today.
Like the trial of the former prime minister who let children get hacked to death in a hospital.
Against Jean Kambanda.
Or the mayor who turned safe havens into torture camps.
Yeah, we had to convert this room.
In total, 93 people have been convicted. Did any of them break down when they heard about the crimes? Did they?
Yeah, they were. There were some on being sentenced. They broke down. Some were remorseful.
And Danford Mpumilwa has worked here since the start. You've listened to the worst stories the world has had to offer over the last 20 years, day in, day out. Has that affected your view of humanity?
Yes, definitely. On one hand, I couldn't understand how man can reach to the level of committing such a harrowing crimes as what happened in Rwanda. But then at the end of the day, you find there is a hope at the end of the day that they could survive, and then they are building a new nation. Man has a very strong survival spirit.
This court has convicted some of the world's worst war criminals, men and women who arranged for hundreds of thousands of people to be hacked to death. Over the years, the tribunal has been criticised for being too soft, sometimes too slow and too expensive. But the United Nations has always had one powerful defence, that this sends a message to world leaders that if they commit crimes against their own people, they will be punished. The tribunal was the first ever to convict a head of government for genocide. But the convictions came at a cost, more than $1.5 billion. You can understand some of the victims' frustration that so much money has been spent on the pursuit of justice and yet many of them have nothing.
Yeah, we understand that, and actually, unfortunately, we are just a court. And unfortunately, when the Security Council established this tribunal, they never looked into those aspects of assistance to the survivors or victims.
But this was a court for perpetrators, reminding us that it took them only 100 days to kill nearly 1 million people. It has taken 21 years to bring most of them to justice. But that may just help ensure that the genocide itself is remembered far, far longer. Dan Ashby, CCTV, in Tanzania.